Hey Halloween junkies, it's Luke from Rotten Brothers Midway, and today is our third unboxing of the evening. It is still Saturday, August 1st. It's still flagship day, and we are going to do a redo on the Flying Monkey. Let's get to it. So this is what the Flying Monkey comes with. This time will be a lot quicker because I know exactly what I'm doing this time, and so a lot of the rework that I had to do last time because I forgot steps, well, you guys didn't see it, but ooh, it was painstaking. Anyway, so here we go. We got the base, we got his feet, his back piece, his shoulder armor, that awesome head, all his clothes, his tail, his hands, his wings, his leg foam, leg poles, and arm poles and foam, and his main shoulder / hip, the mech, the control box all in one, and you've got his instructions and his power supply. Let's get to it. His leg poles are labeled B and C, with B going in the back, C going in the front. Okay, and I can already tell this is going to be better. The feet fit perfectly. Alright, his furry pants are on. Okay, the shoulder piece is on, and pulled the pants up over the hip loop. Okay, got his top clothes on. Okay, righted or wrong that I did last time, made sure to put the breastplate armor on and pull that sensor wire through before I did anything else. Once again, they put the stickers on the leather. Please, please, Home Depot, don't put the stickers on the leather. It is so difficult to get off, and it can leave marks. Okay, again, make sure you get that arm armor on the arms before you put the poles and the hands in. Right arm on, left arm on. Now, just so you know, you do have cotter pins. This is 2026. So you've got cotter pins for the arms, the wings, the tail, the hands, pretty much everything. So just be ready to be putting on a lot of cotter pins. Okay, got the right hand on. When you put on the hands, you've got a cotter pin right here, right? You're gonna fasten this in here. See, there is Velcro here, and there's also Velcro at the top end here. And you make sure they're together, and then you pull down the armband so that it goes over the hand like so. So we got both hands on now, and we're going to go to the shoulder armor now. Okay, so I got one of the pieces on. I just wanted to show you this. There is slits here and underneath there, and it's going to go into that pole there. Both of the shoulder armor pieces are on now, and now we go to the head. Okay, so you've got a square pole here, goes in like so, locks in, and then make sure to push that down and plug it into the control box. At this point, you're going to be plugging in all of your cables. Okay, basically all of these other cables come attached already. You just need to plug in the two white cables into their connectors. The one is for the head, the other is for the sensor. And let's take a look at the control box. You have got lights only mode, you've got off step pad mode, and then you've got timer sensor, which is great. And jives with all the newer models coming out. You have a step pad connection, and you have the power and a volume control knob. All pretty standard. There is no speaker jack on this one, so fortunately this is loud enough that you won't have to worry about it. Okay, I've got one wing on. Once again, as with the shoulder pads, you've got slits there and there, and then they go into one of these on each side. Now this side, that connector, and I can get it here, this connector are different sizes, so you never have to actually wonder which wing goes where. That's a wonderful thing. Once you got your wings on, then go ahead and put your back piece in. This is going to be the cotter pin that is difficult to put in place, but again, you put the back piece in before you put the wings, and the wings are infinitely harder to put in. I learned this from experience. Okay, got the tail in, and it's just like the other things. You just lock it in place, put that cotter pin in place. And this one, because it's low enough, it doesn't need slits in the clothing. So let's go ahead and get him all Velcroed up, and then we'll see his activations. Okay, got his pelt on there, and yeah, he's ready to go. Now I had to move him pretty far back from where I normally have some of the other props, because his wingspan's pretty impressive. So here we go. He's awesome. So, that is the Wicked Flying Monkey from the Wizard of Oz. Absolutely love this guy. I was floored and super happy when I found out that he was going to be released this year, because I had an idea where I wanted to create the scene from Wizard of Oz where the Scarecrow was being pulled apart, because I'd had a Scarecrow that, you know, I had used the bottom half to make the ice cream clown legs. So I was going to just use a random half Scarecrow and just act like, you know, he'd been pulled apart. And, but, you know, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it without flying monkeys. Well, they came out with flying monkeys, so I was over the moon. So now I got the flying monkey. I've got the Wicked Witch of the West. She's going to be out there saying stuff. The monkey's going to be out there doing the monkey stuff. I'm actually going to either, I'll probably like zip tie one of the Scarecrow's hands into one of the monkey's hands, just for effect. And then, yeah, and then the rest of the scene is, you know, just gonna kind of be the Scarecrow being pulled apart. And as you know, we already have a Scarecrow that is a work in progress, and we'll be stuffing him with all sorts of stuff, and then some straw at the end, of course, to mimic the fact that he's being pulled apart. And I'm hoping, like I said, to get some sort of a custom sensor on him that plays audio from the movie of him talking. So you know, all together, should be a pretty cool scene. But so glad to have this guy, and you know, I'd love to hear from you guys though. What do you think of the flying monkey? Personally, I think it's perfect, but I'm a little bit biased because I actually have a Wizard of Oz scene. So let me know. Like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to see more content like this. I'm sure we'll have one or two more surprises before we get into starting the builds and you know, kind of looking at materials and all the stuff that we need. And so plenty more to come. All right, this is Luke from Rotten Brothers Midway. See you in the next one.